straight jump from SoCal, Hollywood to the slums. Get burnt by the California sun on the west side. East Coast, where you at? Just got to New York like a net on a jet to London. To Brazil, to Quebec, like the whole world took effect to Ferg. Tell them, lay back, slow down. Better represent when we come to your town. So lay back, slow down. What you represent when we come to your town? Say, get in with the business, I'ma be there in a minute. I just booked a Paris ticket, thinking Russia need a visit. I'ma run it to the limit, and me, I'm on way to Venice. LA got the people saying, la, 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 la. Brooklyn saying, la, 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 la. ASEAN saying, la, 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 la. Vegas saying, la, 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 la. Rio saying, la, 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 la. Tokyo saying, la, 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 la. Down under saying, la, 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 la. Miami saying, la, 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 la. Jamaica. Every city, every state, every country you know. All around the globe. Every city, every state, every country you know. This is how it goes.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Cleveland Cavaliers come in for this one. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the 5 spot. And here now the Thunder, following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. Westbrook double team. 6 to shoot. Here's the 3. Oklahoma City the rebound. Adams. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. The Thunder shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Steven Adams.
And that one misses. Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest players down on the block.
And Kevin Adams is not afraid to get under somebody's skin. He's pretty strong defensively, too.
So he comes up empty, missing both.
And, you know, guys, that's one of the things I like about Adams. I mean, he'll draw the ire of opposing players just because of how he approaches the game. No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
And so it's the Cavaliers getting on the board first. Roberson the pass to Durant. And the shot falls short this time.
Yeah, and guys, Adams doesn't want to be known as a dirty player. I mean, I think he feels he plays aggressive and he hustles, and that sometimes rubs players the wrong way. And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Irving with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Smith's shot is good. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. It's Westbrook with
and that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. And Adams kicks to Westbrook. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Westbrook's got his second bucket of the game to go.
The shooting percentage is really solid so far, fellas. Good start to this game for him. He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Now here's Durant at the elbow. Westbrook. Pass to Adams. Good. A nice assist from Westbrook.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Well, you look back on the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big three, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka, all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those three was able to finish the season.
And listen, those injuries really did the Thunder in. I mean, at no time during the season did they ever really get a chance to gel and play any stretch of games with their entire roster.
For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And Ibaka slams it in.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
You know, every franchise will have a year that is just lost to injuries. I mean, it happens. The hard part of it for the Thunder is that it happened while so many of their stars are in their prime.
Perfect. Kicks it out to Love. And the 3 off target. The Thunder with the lead. Up the floor. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist by Durant. That's now 8 points for Russell Westbrook.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Ibaka goes in. Again, Oklahoma City.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas. That's 2 straight quick three-pointers they've allowed.
Defense just not reacting with enough aggressiveness.
Here's Westbrook. Plays it up and banks it in. Westbrook's got 10 points.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
And how big was last year's trade for J.R. Smith? I mean, sent from the Knicks to the Cavaliers around midseason, Smith began to post some of the better numbers of his career, helping prove that for a tumultuous personality like Smith's, environment is key.
And 101 left in the first quarter. And the rejection by Love. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
Thunderball.
And stolen by James. And it's blocked by Adams. And stolen by LeBron. Puts up the baby hook. Another miss by James. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
For 3, Westbrook. No good. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Smith. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that.
There's the 3. And it's Smith again missing. Durant just inside the line. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Thunder lead by 2. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And LeBron James trying. To will his Cavaliers team to its first title. Teammate Kevin Love.
He sat us down.
When someone like LeBron talks about what you need to bring to the table, you better bring it.
Yeah, I would think so. You'd be better served to go right along with what he's talking about. Dubbed the new Big Three along with Kyrie. I think if they just keep following LeBron's lead and advice, the sky's the limit.
And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
The rugged duo of Ibaka and Adams in the middle. Russell Westbrook out there with Andre Robertson. And it's Durant in at the 3. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Howard down after the assist, let him into the lane.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Cleveland with a very strong year last year. They were a very solid team on the road, as most LeBron-led teams are.
Yeah, he's a special guy in terms of how he can elevate other players. Didn't start out hot on the road, but eventually got it together and ended up 22-19 away from home.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. James dishes to Thompson. Pops loose off the pick and hammers it home.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
The Thunder have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter.
And back to the Cavs and their road play. Teams with a lot of new players coming in can struggle early. It's especially evident when playing on the road.
Love with a wide open look and a miss there on the triple. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Ibaka, the pass to Durant, and he gets it to go.
Talk about being streaky on the road. That's what the Cavs were. I mean, could rattle off 4 wins on the road in a row, then come back empty from their next road trip. They did seem, though, to get stronger and more steady as the season went on.
That is good.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Shots good by Ibaka.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
Irving kicks to Love. On the wing, James. That's in there. Love with the assist. 10 points for LeBron.
Boy, Kevin Love certainly is one of the best passing big men in the league.
Thunder have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Westbrook dishes to Durant. And that's collected by Love.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Irving kicks to LeBron from downtown. That's it, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Kevin Love.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Ibaka, the pass to Adams. Down low, Robertson. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And Adams with the slam.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
And it's Shumpert penetrating. Passes to Mozgov. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Well, we know that Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
And credit to the Cavs for going out and getting Mozgov. I mean, they paid a hefty price giving up the 2 first-rounders, but thus far he's proved to be worth it. And the Mozgov trade, guys, for the Cavs, I think can be viewed as their big turning point in the season. He completely changed the defense of their team. He was that missing piece of the puzzle.
Here's Westbrook. Got a piece of it. The drive by Shumpert. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Thunder have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's Roberson, guarded by Shumpert. For the three. Roberson can't hit.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Oklahoma City has gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. Double team on Westbrook. To the paint. Shot no good. Excellent D there from Mozgov. Cleveland's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And it's Dellavedova missing. Oklahoma City trailing. Here's Roberson. He kicks it to Westbrook. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Outside Jefferson takes the three. No good. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Durant dishes to Adams. Fires from deep. But they get it back. And Durant, here we go. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And what a gutty play. I mean, muscles his way to the rebound and then just pounds it home for the putback.
Well said, G.A. The battle on the boards, Clark, could go a long way toward deciding this game.
You know, and if that play is any indication, that's a battle they're willing to put every ounce of their energy into winning.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. He lobs it up and finished off by Jefferson.
You could see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder. And that's exactly what that play looks to be.
Mozgov with the block. Down low. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Cleveland ahead, up by 2. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burks.
Well, Kevin, obviously a very close game. What has been your approach tonight?
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4 points. And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get...
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. They've got Jefferson. Mozgov is out there with Channing Frye. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova, and it's Shumpert in at the 2. And guys, Serge Ibaka's production was just a little off last season. We're not talking, big number changes. We're talking small dips in a number of categories.
Well, one category where he did really fall off, though, Kevin, was field goal percentage. A career 53% shooter, he dropped down to 47.
Again, James missing.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Durant for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And getting back to Ibaka, everything changed for him the minute Kevin Durant was lost last season. I mean, defenses could focus on him, and he was the Thunder's only front court scoring threat. And as much as he's improved on offense, he still has neither the flexibility nor skill set to be a guy that can be considered a first or second option offensively.
There's the lob to the hoop. Love outside. Smith wide open. He fires. That's in there. Love with the assist. Love's got 4 assists in the game. Ibaka, no luck.
You know, talking about Ibaka, last season was good for his growth. I mean, he got a taste of what it's like to be the first or second scoring option rather than an afterthought. Now it's up to him to take that experience and convert it into improvement.
Thunder trailing by 7. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Westbrook double team. Back to Ibaka. Durant in the corner. Off target with his 3.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
And the dunk by James.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
Westbrook with it. Now Smith defending. Lets it go. And it's sent back by Irving. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. Here is Durant. 9 points in the game so far. Durant drawing the double team. Clock at 4. Robertson can't hit. Cleveland leading by 9.
And the Thunder had plenty of reason to be down last year because of the injuries. A big place that it hit them was on offense. They just were not the same absent mainly Kevin Durant.
Stolen by Thompson. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Irving's got the ball.
And all of a sudden you can see the confidence overflowing offensively.
Getting everything to drop at an ideal time. I mean, they're poised for a terrific crunch time run here.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role. Didn't let the move bother him and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
Cannot be happy with how things have gone during this run. I think it's a good decision to take a break.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he had to do something. They're getting buffaloed and beat up. He couldn't let that continue. He had to call the timeout there.
And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. It's taken away by Smith. And pushing it up is Cleveland. The Cavaliers again in transition. Kicks it out to James. And here's Love from the arc. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Well, for Thompson, he was great off the bench. You're right, Greg, for the Cavs last year. Even earned some Clark's 6th Man of the Year consideration votes.
And deserved it because of how he played and his impact. He actually had his best year in terms of shooting efficiency. Shot a career-high 55% from the floor.
And it's Dion Waiters with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter.
That's the epitome of teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder.
Yeah, lightning too.
But guys, the pass for me, even better. He absolutely put that on a platter for him. They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
But they get it back. Kicks it out to James. Love the pass to James. The second chance effort. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Payne. From outside, off the mark. Cleveland leading by 18. And on the way from Irving for three. And Thompson kicks to Love. Stolen by Cantor. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Here's Payne. And the rejection by James. Waiters no luck. Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Greg enjoys that too.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Now here's Payne, covered by Smith. There's the pick for three. Oklahoma City gets it back. Collison dishes to Payne. No good on the three.
He's certainly not been at his best this quarter, and that's an understatement.
And James throws it down.
Unbelievable what I'm seeing here. Is this the dunk contest?
Hey, this one counts, Clark. Believe me, what confidence to attempt the alley-oop to himself.
He couldn't resist on that. The adrenaline just flowing. One of the more spectacular plays we've seen.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a... Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Cleveland leading by 20. Anthony Morrow out there with Nick Collison. Then there's Dion Waiters. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Payne in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
The shot's good from Kanter.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Here's Waiters. Buries the long-range jumper. Well, Cleveland shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Jefferson has a wide-open look, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pushing it up. Here's Payne. Off target from three-point range.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
One aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
And here now the Thunder. Collison with it. Kicks it to Waiters. And Matthew Dellavedova is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was. They're not getting the open looks like they did in the first half. I think they're going to need to be crisp in their offensive execution here if they want to win this game. That means ball movement, solid screens, handling the ball, and then making good shots.
And Waiters kicks to Collison. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, I tell you, he squeezed that orange as tight as he could before that throwdown.
Yeah, no way he was going to lose that thing on the way up. You're right, Clark.
And better safe than sorry on that one, guys. Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Dellavedova, the pass to Jefferson. Back to Shumpert. It's Mozgov, top of the key. The drive by Shumpert.
Thunder foul.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers.
Substitution on the court.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth.
Come on now. Did they really just pull that off?
That was an outstanding play.
I tell you what, there are alley-oops, and then, fellas, there are alley-oops.
No good from outside.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
And the dunk by Smith.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
The pass to Waiters. Left side, Collison. Here's Morrow. James covering. Payne gets a wide open look. No good with the triple.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Shots good by Waiters.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Nobody near Irving. That falls. Great assist by Love. That's 12 points for Kyrie Irving.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
For Cleveland, they've gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the fourth quarter. Really getting it done.
It's a clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Well, Thunder have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field. Raiders no luck. Cleveland's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Oklahoma City has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only 1 of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
And Love has it in the corner. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Collison with it. He's picked up by Irving. Collison dishes to Waiters. Feeds to Payne. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish? Oh, that athletic.
Yeah.
Is there another player out there capable of moves as stunning as that?
A handful at the most. He is an elite company.
You know, he's got that it factor, no doubt about it. He causes excitement just by walking in the building.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Cavaliers.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, hard to see toying with.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin. Quite honestly, they were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for LeBron James. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
You know, something else I've noticed is just how many of their baskets have been set up by assists throughout the game.
Kicks it out to Love. And here is James. Pass to Thompson. Plenty of space. They get the rebound. Tries again. The drive by James. And Thompson throws it down.
And this is going to be a fantastic result for them. No win on the road comes easy.
Not in the NBA, they don't. And trust me, they're going to take a little extra pleasure in this win, having silenced an entire building of hostile fans. Kevin, he's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. With time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
Here's Waiters. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, You got to play without fouling.
And he makes both free throws. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From 10 feet out, bounces high off the rim and drops.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of...
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, you are in the
2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan. LeBron James. He notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo for his team tonight.
We all know, anytime you got LeBron James on.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
It's the home of the Cavaliers here in Cleveland, Ohio, as we bring you an interconference match here at the Quicken Loans Arena. Welcome to our 2K Sports broadcast of the NBA on a Monday afternoon. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. The Splash Brothers are the guards. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Bogut in at the 5 spot. Golden State moving the ball around. Thompson dishes to Bogut. Back to Thompson. And the wide open shot from Green. No good. And Cleveland will come the other way.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
Golden State on D. The drive by James, and that one's good.
Boy, Kevin Love certainly is one of the best passing big men in the league.
And you just look back over the career of LeBron, and you have to say he's an all-time great already. I mean, the numbers are there, the multiple championships, some already calling him the best small forward to ever play the game. That's the third straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And you just look at LeBron, Clark, in a historical context. Last season, he became the first player since Bill Russell and his Celtics to make it to the NBA Finals 5 consecutive years.
Boy, I tell you what, this says even more about LeBron, that whenever he leaves a team, they miss the playoffs. And no matter what team he's on, they're favorites to win their conference.
Now here's James. A three-pointer off the mark. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Green. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2.
And Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. I mean, led Saginaw High School to 2 consecutive state championships at Michigan State, 2 trips to the Final Four, and now making noise with the Warriors. It's clear this guy's a winner.
And here's a little-known fact, Clark. Only 3 players have recorded at least 2 triple-doubles in the NCAA tournament. They are Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, and Draymond Green.
That's some elite company for Draymond Green. He's a hard worker, a guy you love if he's on your team. He can be an irritant if he's not with you, but continues to improve and prove his doubters wrong.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. James with it, picked up by Thompson. LeBron kicks to Irving. Back to LeBron. Smith on the wing. This one for 3. Can't get it to go. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. To the inside, Thompson. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Smith against Barnes. Smith the pass to Thompson. Love dishes to James, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. 4 on the shot clock. James kicks to Love. Kept alive. The kick out to Irving. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's Curry. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
And speaking of Curry's slight build, he's worked up and bulked himself up. He's added some muscle. He even got up to 200 pounds, I think he said. But he didn't feel real good, Clark, at that weight.
Yeah, it's not about the weight, Kevin. It's about strength. You need it to fight through screens and attack the rim, and he's clearly put on the strength he needs to play at his highest level.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Pass to Green. Knocked away. It's stolen by Smith. Here's Irving. Here's James. And Thompson sends it back.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Lets the 3 fly. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And it's 8 points for Klay Thompson.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
And the rejection by Love. Outside Irving. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
And it's the Warriors' ball. A 12-0 run right now and counting. Curry outside. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Pushing it up. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Knocks it loose. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. And the Warriors miss again. The Cavaliers trail by 6. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. Love against Green. And here's James outside.
Really having a difficult time getting anything to fall.
Boy, you've got to give credit to the defense. I mean, this is where you want to really work for.
Look out, and then you throw up stuff like that. And you go, oh my, how does it even go in? He pulls a Houdini.
Oh, goodness.
Cavs were one of the top teams in the East last year, and it was in large part to how strong they were at home.
Boy, did they shoot it well from beyond the arc at home, Kevin. I mean, top 3 in the league in terms of three-point shooting. It does help to have LeBron, doesn't it?
It does. That is a factor.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
And, you know, for the Cavs at home, they ended with 31 wins.
Oh, my. How did he hit that shot?
I don't believe what I just saw right there, Kev.
Shoots the 3, and Curry pulls it down.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
And it's Barnes slamming it down.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
Here's Thompson, another shot. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Guys, he is close to where he was last year in that category, but his numbers are still down just a skosh.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Warriors leading by 13. Iguodala kicks to Ezeli. Here's Livingston. No good with the triple. Inside with 2 seconds left. Can't capitalize inside. And as the first quarter wraps up, already at... And of course, as we've always seen with LeBron James, it's not just about the numbers, but his tremendous leadership. Well, that there is straight talk from a man who does not pretend. LeBron James with a textbook example of how to take responsibility and lead.
And, Kevin, that's why he is the king. He doesn't say, hey, I'm just one of the 5 guys. No, he knows who he is and what he has to do. Bottom line, he's the man. Climb on my shoulders, and I'm going to take you to the promised land.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, we've seen the Warriors really take control here.
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter. Maurice Spates out there with Festus Ezeli. Then there's Livingston. Then there's Iguodala. And it's Barbosa in a 2-guard. Smith's shot is good.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
It's stolen by Smith. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to 7 on the bucket from Irving.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry. And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. Was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation of the carom and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass.
In the corner, it's James, and they double up James. Here's Irving. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Smith, no good.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Spates, the pass to Barbosa. Spates kicks to Barbosa. Over in the corner, Livingston. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
Greg, you were talking about Tristan Thompson. LeBron came out and said he was one of the best pick-and-roll defenders in the NBA, and Clark, that's high praise from the King.
No doubt. I mean, Thompson is an emerging force. If he could just develop his shooting stroke a little more, then you're talking about a very, very valuable play.
Good point. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Here's Irving. Good, and the assist goes to James. And that's now 7 points for Kyrie Irving.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he's on the money, that's no doubt. To the inside. Lots of room. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And now just a 5-point Warrior lead. Back to Barbosa. Feeds to Livingston. He dishes it to Ezeli. Barbosa kicks to Spates. And the rejection by Love. Barbosa for 3. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That is his first foul of the game. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. And here are the Cavaliers now. LeBron dishes to Smith. The Cavaliers again can't hit. For so long, there has been this mindset that Golden State wins through offense. But their defense, you know, Gia, you were talking about this, is where the true strength of this team lies.
Yeah, I think that's what's really allowed them to separate when you look at the rest of the league. I mean, they led the league in opponents' field goal percentage last season. And some nights, the shots weren't falling, but the defense always showed up.
Here's Irving. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. And that's 11 points for Kyrie Irving.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
In the first quarter, he was killing them from outside. But he can't get it going here.
A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Irving's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
And finished off by LeBron.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better.
Wallace with it. Now Green defending, and that one's good. Love.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Warriors leading by 3. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation. You know, the Cavs had a slow start to last season compared to how everybody thought they would play. Still, it was the best start for Kevin Love in his career and would end up being the most winning team he's played on. Says something about how long he's waited for success.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. And Love, who would also go on to make his first postseason appearance, played in the first round last year. It was a complete 180 for him in what he was used to at Minnesota.
And even though there were ups and downs for Love last season, you know that he must have enjoyed winning for a change. And being in the league so long without making the playoffs, he finally got a chance to play in the postseason.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers.
Making a long pass like that is always a risky proposition.
Here's Dellavedova. It's stolen by Curry. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. That was incredible.
You have got to be kidding me.
Clark, talk about taking things into your own hands.
I tell you what, that's one of those plays where you want to get credit for not only the bucket, but also the assist.
I love that superb pass that time, guys. It allowed them to get behind the defenders. The hoop was there waiting for him.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
He tried to shoehorn along the sideline, but he stepped out of bounds. Pretty good defense there to force the turnover.
Warriors leading by 7. Curry wide open. They get it back. Green passes to Bogut. Here's Curry with the 3. The Cavaliers pull it in.
Kevin, I tell you, his three-point shot has looked awful here in the second quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of his slump, but he needs to give it a rest and try something else.
Will not go. This is off the front iron. Mozgov. The shot is off, and the first half is now in the books. Warriors lead by 7. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by.
Yes, Kevin, thank you.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal. It was all about Golden State as the game got going, jumping on every. So that does it for us. Hope you enjoyed our halftime show. Now,
now the second half about to start up and begin any moment.
How about Steph Curry in this one? 15 points, and he's drained 4 3-pointers here as well.
And with more to come, it wouldn't hurt to keep getting him the basketball.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Cleveland, Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Iman Shumpert. Then there's Channing Frye. Then it's Mozgov. And it's Jefferson in at the 3 slot. It's stolen by Jefferson. On the wing, Shumpert, guarded by Curry. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And Iman Shumpert, more athlete than player when he entered the league. 42-inch max vertical, shoulders hard like Michelangelo. But he had a long way to go in terms of his skill set. And you can see that evolution right before your eyes.
And talking about Iman Shumpert, he seemed to learn from working with LeBron and Kyrie last year.
Yes, Shumpert was brought over for his defense, clearly, but as a bonus, his offense improved and got better. Now let's see if he can build on that going forward.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Dellavedova kicks to Shumpert. Deflected by Thompson. And here we go. Fast break. Barnes has got it. Great communication on the alley-oop. And the Warriors lead by 10.
Soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, Clark, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going to go.
We saw it. Ended up right where it was supposed to, in the basket.
It sure did.
And guys, you know what? Neither did the defense. I don't think they had a clue.
Curry with another miss. For Cleveland, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And it's Shumpert penetrating. Nice D from Bogut.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. No good from outside. The Cavaliers shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Here's Shumpert. Outside for Jefferson. Dellavedova dishes to Mozgov. Here's Shumpert. It's good from long range. Shumpert's got 4 points this quarter.
Don't underestimate him. He can knock that down.
Curry. Another miss by Curry.
And so much for repeating the 3-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second. And now one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench scoring.
Outside for Jefferson. Dellavedova, the pass to front. Cleveland moving it around. And it's Dellavedova missing. Warriors leading by 5. Curry. Green kicks to Bogut. Got a piece of it. And even 3-on-3 break. He lobs it up. Bogut against Jefferson, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Jefferson's got his first bucket in this one. Cavs not scoring with a lot of their bench. A big part of that is they just didn't go to their bench very often.
Well, you talk about the Cavs and the bench near the bottom in total bench minutes played. The bench didn't have a lot of firepower, didn't shoot the ball well, and considering they got limited minutes, oftentimes struggled to find any kind of rhythm out there.
And it's Shumpert penetrating, and it's sent back by Bogut. And here we go. Thompson heading to the... Oh! Did you see that? Man, oh, man.
Unbelievable what I'm seeing here. Is this the dunk contest?
Hey, this one counts, Clark. Believe me, what confidence to attempt the alley-oop to himself.
He couldn't resist on that. The adrenaline just flowing. One of the more spectacular plays we've seen.
Shumpert dishes to Mazda. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
At the line number 2.
Osgood hits them both. The Warriors leading. It's Curry outside. Poked away.
You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
Here's Jefferson. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Jefferson's got his second bucket. There's Green with the 3. But he gets it back. Back to Curry on the wing. Green. And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Curry.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run. Here's Jefferson. Osgood against Bogut. It's stolen by Bogut. Curry passes to Thompson. Very pretty alley-oop layup. And the Warriors lead by 1.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
It's Curry outside. The Cavaliers pull it in. Fry's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. They have a decent edge in rebounds thus far.
And all that hard work on the boards needs to continue because that potentially may swing the game.
Draymond Green pulls it in.
And he's clearly just disappeared here this quarter, not making any contributions here with his offense.
And, Greg, it's been hard to watch. I mean, you can see his frustration. He's actually looking forward to the end of this period so he can have a fresh start for the next one.
And it's sent back by Bogut. And they'll keep possession. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
That's just a foolish mistake right there, guys.
Yeah, inexcusable. You just cannot allow that to happen.
9 seconds left in the third quarter. It's Iguodala with the drive. No good from space.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Warriors. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Warriors leading by 4 on the court for Golden State here in the fourth. Azili is out there with Maurice Spates. Then there's Iguodala. Then there's Barbosa. And it's Livingston in at the 1 spot.
That's his first personal foul. Cavaliers timeout.
Timeout called Cleveland.
Boy, I tell you, the Warriors did something that no other team had ever done before. They ended the regular season ranked first in field goal percentage and field goal percentage defense. Essentially, they were the best offensive and defensive team in the league. Remarkable.
Last season for the Warriors really dominated from beginning to end to lead the league in Craig, both offensive and defensive efficiency.
And Kevin, a lot of people knew the Warriors were good at offense. But they've been equally as good defensively over the past few seasons, kind of flying under the radar for whatever reason. Not the case going forward.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. The message, stick with it. He said the game is right there, fellas, right there for the taking. But we've got to play with purpose and precision. Kevin, can they get it done?
Iguodala left side. Kicks it to Barbosa. Dishes it to Spates. And good on the basket. Book it. Spates has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Warriors. Irving drives in. Out to Smith. And a wide open look for James. Misses the three. Warriors leading by 6. And here comes Livingston, leading the fast break. 0-1 near Iguodala as he lets it go. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Smith kicks to Irving. In the corner, it's James. Now the Warriors moving it up. Back to Iguodala. There's the pick. Spades dishes to Iguodala. Spades the pass to Iguodala. Again, Iguodala missing.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroke. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. An absolute bomb from three-point range. And the Warriors lead by 9.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Love wide open. He fires. But they recover it. Smith kicks to James. Launches a three. That's good.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
To the middle. Here's Azili. And slammed in for 2.
Forget about finesse and agility. This big fella's all about power and force.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. LeBron, that's a 2-pointer, and the shot falls short this time.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Livingston, no luck.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
Here's Spates. Azili dishes to Barbosa. Iguodala, he's open. Wide open shot is On the money. Iguodala's got 5 points in the quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
He is one of the most determined rebounders, Clark, we have got in the NBA.
Yeah, you're calling it right, Kevin. I mean, he gets so many second chance points because of how hard he works to get to the rebound. Boy, you got to love it. Picture perfect alley-oop.
A little surprised, though, Clark. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
Counts for 2.
Yeah, it does. Almost makes it a little more special, though, when you can have a little bit of grace as opposed to just the full Monty with the power. Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Stolen by Thompson. There's the lob to the hoop. And the dunk by James.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open.
Boy, have they been hitting the glass hard or what? Kind of surprising with such a tight game.
Yeah, they've had their chances, and they're playing with passion. They've just got to tighten up on the execution.
Warriors leading by 4. No good on the quick 3.
I'm not even going to comment on that.
Neither am I. I mean, if you're going to attempt a buzzer beater, I guess I will comment. Make sure there's actually a buzzer to beat.
Love the pass to Thompson. Got a hand on it. Now the Warriors moving it up. Thompson with the ball. The quick look, no good that time. For Cleveland, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. And Thompson kicks to James. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. The dish to Thompson. Thompson is double. Jacks up a 3. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. The Warriors lead him. It's Curry outside. Another miss by Curry.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Barnes dishes to Green. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smart. In his choice making.
Love against Green. Just 5 on the clock. Smith kicks to James. Lets the 3 fly. Love. Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Well, I'm impressed with the determination he showed right there. Getting himself in the good position under the glass. Did his work early there.
Yeah, with the presence of mind, know just where the rebound was going to go to.
And then also just the niftiness with that tip in. Just a quick touch, again, before the defense knows what hit him.
And there's the call on James. That is his 1st foul of the game. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Barnes, and it's blocked by Love.
Now you need every basket you can get.
Greg, I think they're still alive here, but they better execute every trip down the floor from here on out.
Yes!
They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to them.
Back to James. Throws it up high. Shot is off.
You know, just a little too fancy on that play.
Well, you don't want to force any play, but particularly the alley-oop. You'd like to try that when it's wide open.
So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. You were able to really help out your team on the offensive end. What enabled such a big night of productivity for you?
I'm just used to the pace of the game by now, and my teammates do a good job finding me when I'm open, so all credit goes to them. I just catch and fire when I'm open.
Thank you, Klay. We so appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry, who notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the... And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports.
Hey, boy up on the land till I die, till I die, on the east side till I die, till I die, rocking that wine and gold till I die, till I die, in the hood I'm good till I die, CLE till I die, everywhere I gon' putting on, putting on, putting on, everywhere I gon' putting on, putting on, putting on, everywhere I gon' putting on. Putting on, everywhere I gon' putting on, what you want? Step under the court like 2-3. I was made for the game like Kyrie. Representing for the city, yeah, I be. In the land is where you gon' find me. Courtside at the Q and the flow seat. Everybody in the team in. Green Bills, y'all know it's the green season. Catch me only at the shark scene. Whipping with the hot sauce like I'm street leaguing. And one though, on the flow going up though. 3 points to the dunk though. Me and Shove though. My city, been turned up from the jump though. Boy up on the land till I die, till I die. On the east side till I die, till I die. Rocking that wine and gold till I die, till I die. Ricky Ross, T-Pain. Got a fresh line up, yeah, fresh outfit. But I had a parking lot on smash. Plus I got a 7 with a 454 in the hood. Got 125 on the dash.
I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far.
Cause it's just another day in the life of the boss.
Baby, we make magic. Come home with a thug, let's get cracking. Always well, baby, could happen. She got the back seat, just a freak in the mood. Hopped out the...
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. The crowd here in anticipation of their home team Cavaliers in an interconference battle here at the Quicken Loans Arena. Now Golden State's starting 5. The defensive stalwarts Green and Bogut are down low. Against the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots, and it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. Now here's Love. The pass to Thompson. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. Cleveland shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Tristan Thompson. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Thompson.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
And so Thompson nails both of them. And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
Park down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. And it's Golden State's ball. And Green with the basket on the assist by Curry.
defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
James. Green with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin, a moment ago, Steve Kerr and I were able to chat. Team rebounding is something he stressed to his side, and rightfully so when you face a player that gobbles up the glass like Kevin Love. He told me that Love rebounds at an unreal rate, and his side can't take any mental breaks when it comes to boxing out on the defensive end. Love's numbers validate that fear, guys.
Thanks again, Doris. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
Pass to Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
Passes it to Love. Back to LeBron. Thompson outside. Smith right side. Just 5 to shoot. Love outside. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
Another shot, and it's sent back by Irving. On the wing, James. No good again that time. The Warriors have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got his first points of the game.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Kicks it to Irving. Inside. Thompson misses. And our old partner Steve Kerr also got a chance to coach the West All-Stars in Greg, his record-setting debut season with the Golden State Warriors. Clark, he really hit a lot of big milestones early.
Well, none of us are surprised at his success.
No.
I mean, Steve will be the first to tell you it was because he was surrounded by excellent assistants. I mean, that's one of the underrated aspects of being a good coach is you've got to have a good staff, and Steve has that.
Excellent point. Here's James. Following the basket by Draymond Green, LeBron passes to Thompson. James kicks to Love. Shot is off. Great D that time from Green. Golden State moving it around. Thompson with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Lets it go from deep. But they'll get another chance. Smith dishes to James. It's good, the assist that time from Smith.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. No good on the three.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
Great tee that time from Curry.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
And remember Klay Thompson's father, Michael Thompson, a former #1 pick out of Minnesota. Growing up, he was the smallest of his brothers and thereby took his lumps when they played hoops. But he said that challenge helped him to develop into the player he is today.
And good off the lead pass that time. Thompson's got 6 points.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
And Klay Thompson, born into an athletic family. His father, the former #1 overall pick in the NBA draft. And Clark, his mom, was a Division I volleyball player.
And, you know, Thompson, despite those genes, was not a highly recruited player out of high school. Grew up in UCLA's backyard, but ended up playing college ball at Washington State.
Here's Smith. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. Irving passes to LeBron. Goes up on the wing. And another miss by Cleveland.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track and really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Warriors leading by 16. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Curry. And it's 8 points for Klay Thompson.
And there are more points tacked on here to the early lead.
And it's a nice lead as well. I mean, it's no mystery how they've done it. They're attacking the basket.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Thompson's got 10 points in the game.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
So as we end the first quarter, already at... We caught up with Kyrie Irving earlier, and he talked a little bit about expectations for himself and his teammates. Kyrie reminding us that it's not just the expectations of the fans and the media he and LeBron deal with, but also, and Clark, perhaps the most demanding of all are the expectations they've got for each other.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, 2 guys who expect so much of themselves to start with, who naturally have a vision of how great the other guy should be. They're constantly trying to manage expectations while still demanding the best from each other. And that's a lot of fun to watch.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
Well, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Tristan Thompson is out there with Kevin Love, and it's Irving in at the 1. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Well, last season would be one where Kevin Love played a different role, saw his numbers decline, but that was, I think, especially with LeBron and Kyrie, much better players than he ever had in Minnesota. That was to be expected.
It's a great point, Kevin, and Love dropped about 10 points per game in terms of his output. The field goal percentage as well as three-point percentage was down, but still, he traded it all to be on a winning team. And I really feel like his numbers will start to go up as he makes the adjustment to playing with great players.
Good point.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Iguodala outside. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. And the Warriors lead by 18.
And, you know, for Love last season, we knew he'd be in a supporting role to LeBron. You put any player next to LeBron, and he automatically becomes some kind of role player.
The Warriors have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And the Warriors decide to take their first timeout here.
And thinking back to Love and his numbers last year, we saw the same thing from Bosh when he played with LeBron. Love and Bosh had similar reductions in scoring, but both were still great players, and they both have the ability to adapt and impact the game in other ways.
Iguodala with the bucket.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And, Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. His message to them was all about getting high-percentage shots and having the crisp ball movement on the perimeter that it takes to get those shots. The other thing he stressed was the need to be disciplined on offense. He asked for good ball movement and good shot selection. Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime. Kevin?
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. And Thompson kicks to Smith. From deep. The long-distance three is buried. Smith's got 6 here in this quarter.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
The Cavaliers trail by 15. From deep, LeBron. The rebound by Ezeli.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. When you think about Sean Livingston, you think about the career that might have been an absolute rising star after being taken Clark 4th back in the 2004 draft.
Kevin, he was averaging over 5 assists a game as a teenager, and his shot was improving every year. Then the devastating knee injury. Just great to see him back playing basketball.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Green, he's checked in for Festus Ezeli. Rush comes in for Maurice Spates. And Ian Clark subbed in for Leandro Barbosa.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And getting back to Livingston, he's had comeback after comeback. I mean, each time he'd start to flash those unbelievable movement skills, he'd get injured again. It's a shame because he was on the path to becoming one of the game's great young point guards.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Barnes, he's checked in for Iguodala. And Steph Curry is subbed in for Sean Livingston. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
And for Livingston, last season with the Warriors was a dream. He got to back up Steph, so he got to play against second stringers, and we got to see flashes of his dominant traits again. What a happy ending for him.
Pass to Smith. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
That's really a good picture of what not to do on those last 2 possessions. I mean, they're being way too casual with the ball.
It's going to cost them if they keep it up. They need to get back to playing smart basketball.
Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Ian Clark. LeBron right side to end the run. Cleveland gets it back.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Green with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Brandon Rush.
Hey.
And so here's Cleveland. Love dishes to Thompson. Outside Irving. Shot clock at 6. And another miss by Cleveland.
Really tough for this group right now, trying anything to stop the run.
And no matter what they've tried, it hasn't worked. I think they've just got to slow it down, idle it back, and get back to the basics.
And it's Love penetrating. And there's J.R. Smith on the assist by Love. And that's now 8 points for J.R. Smith. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You know, the league going to more ball movement, more outside shooting, less isolation play, and those are all natural fits for the talents of Klay Thompson, who's great moving off the ball, and we know he can stroke it from long range.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. And he makes the first.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
And so Thompson nails both of them. Cleveland's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Warriors ball.
Here's Curry. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Shumpert with the steal. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
At the elbow, Green. Back to Curry. Screen by Bogut. To the right side. Buries it down low.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Outside Curry. With 1 on the clock. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair.
Thank you, Kevin. Andre.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Klay Thompson brought his A game early tonight. He had 12 points and 1 assist. And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to...
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but you know, anything can happen. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Setting the floor for the Warriors. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Bogut in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Curry kicks to Thompson. Here's Green, and he uses the glass on the layup. Green's got 8 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. And yes, sir, that one drops.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Well, the Cavaliers shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. And it's Dellavedova missing.
And sometimes he can hit that deep 3, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah, even for him, that's out of his range.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for 1 more.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Golden State. Jefferson against Thompson. Jefferson passing to Shumpert. Can they get it? And the layup's good off the glass.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time. And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run. And Steph Curry, not just a superstar player, but one of the best contracts in basketball this year and next for under $24 million combined. And you can bet he's due for a major increase.